So here we are inside the unit. At this stage, we're getting all of our big cabinets put in, all of our major appliances, the sofas put in, and the next step is to get that slide-out box inside this opening. So once the unit's all buttoned up with the slide-out boxes in, the next step is the paint process. The paint process actually starts over here in the main facility. What they do is first we guide coat the whole unit. That's this blue that you see on the exterior of the wall. And what the guide coat's doing is it's really amplifying any scratch that may be embedded into the fiberglass. That way we can get it sanded out and get it taken care of before any paint is applied. And now that we've made it out to the paint facility, the first thing we do is we bring in the unit, we wipe it all down, and we prep everything that we do not want paint on. The next step is to apply 100% coverage of the first base color. And now we put 3 coats of base coat for every color, maybe more depending on how that particular color covers. The next step is our paint mask. We always start with the panel beside the belt line. We have 4 panels and we set all the other ones based on that location. What that paint mask is doing is it's allowing us to get really detailed and complex with our graphics. Now everywhere you see where there's a paint mask is going to remain that color. I like to think about it as once we cover it up, that's the color it stays, and you'll see that throughout the process. So everything you see that is yellow here, when we strip everything off of it, will be silver. This unit's just out of second base. And again, once we cover up the paint, it remains that color. So in this particular case, second base applied the black color. It came out and now we prep it up and cover it with masking tape and it's ready to go into third base and get the third application of base coat. And basically we just repeat that process 4 times and when it comes out, we have a completed unit. Now that all the base coat's applied, the next step is clear coat. We use a couple different clear coat methods throughout Holiday Rambler's product line. All of your units are going to go through the initial clear coat process. Now depending on your model, it may go through that process again. So as we see over here, the coach is nice and shiny as it went through the process. Now if we step over to this unit, it's all dull. And that's because it went through the clear coat process. We sanded it all down with roughly 1,000 grit sandpaper, and then it goes through the clear coat process again, becomes all shiny. What that's doing is it's giving you nice smooth paint lines, increase the UV protection on your motorhome, keeping the colors looking vibrant for many years. Now that we've been through the facility, we have seen all the things that separates Holiday Rambler from the competition. From the fully sheet steel lined underbellies to the massive Titan bridge with the vacuum bonded sidewalls, the built-in aluminum interlocking extrusions, and the precisely CNC routed openings. All this comes together, which allows you to take your adventures in style. We're glad to have you. I hope you learn a lot from the tour, and we'll see you at the campgrounds.